A very, very, very warm welcome to every single one of you checking us out today. This is the first edition of News Definition, the live show. My name is Ofentse Peloeahae, the man who's definitely asking why. And I'm going to be coming to you live and direct, maybe on a day to day basis, maybe not, depending. Are still out here. And what I basically want to talk to you about are the top news that's circulating around the country right now. I know this camera is a little bit bad, but we're going to get a little bit better. Um, First things first, right? I know that everything that's happening right now is with regards to the Ket Matlala situation. But the first thing, right? The first thing that I do want to speak about is the whole story, Natim Teto. And as you know, Natim Minister, former Minister Natim Teto was the Minister of Home Affairs. Um, yeah, years ago and all that. And that's essentially what we're going to be talking about until this live gets more lively. You know what I mean? So the first thing is that there's no final outcome in the French probe into Natim Teto's death, right? So the first thing is the acting police minister Feroz says that there is no final outcome that has been communicated on the French investigation leading to the death of South Africa's late ambassador to France, which is Natim Teto. So he used to be he used to be the administrator of the ambassador of France, as well as a minister of Home Affairs, right? So Kat, uh, Kachalia said that the investigation was conducted by French authorities because Mtetwa died in France, while clarifying that the South African police service did not deploy investigators into the country, which is the first flop, right? How can one of your ambassadors die in another state, and then you don't use your own investigations to actually carry out the investigation? You know what I mean? Because now, how do we know? How do we really know that it was a suicide, right? And then his response literally came after Action SA member of Parliament, which is Darlene James, asked the acting police minister for a official outcome of the whole situation, right? So if you want to know what the steez is with Natim Tetwa, he died at 58, um, and yeah, he passed away at age 58. And he was found dead after falling from the 22nd floor at Hyatt Regency Hotel in Paris on September 30, 2025. So now the French authorities have subsequently investigated the circumstances surrounding his death. However, Chachila's latest parliamentary response state that the SAPS did not deploy investigators, which basically means that we played no hand in any investigations leading up to what the steez is right now. So it's kind of crazy. It's kind of like, hmm. And how can such a person actually not be investigated? Because now look at the stature, look at where he's at in society, look at where he's at in parliament, etc. And next, right? So we relied entirely on the French to actually conduct an investigation, which is kind of sketchy if you ask me, right? But yeah, we are still out here. It is a news definition. Let me know what you think about that whole situation, that particular story. Let me know what you think. But now we're going to keep it moving right along, right? And we're going to go straight to another story that we have picked up. And in that whole thing, right, there's another story that just got dropped 6 minutes ago saying that South Africa will not run out of water despite localized shortage. And that's basically what Mahlobo was saying. But no one's really talking about um, the reasons why re sena metsi mo lefatsheng, which is o seng lefatsheng mara mo South Africa borwa akere. So now the Deputy Minister of Water and Sanitation and ANC NEC member David Mahlobo says that South Africa will not run out of water, but warns that localized shortages, aging infrastructure, and unreliable supply will continue to leave some communities and businesses. Sure. That's a message from one of our people that is checking us out. Let me know what you actually think about that, because now they are saying that we are not going to run out of water, but uh, where I'm at, it seems as if though that will actually take place. You know what I mean? It's quite interesting to actually see how everything plays out, especially with regards to everything that has taken place leading up to right now. I know that one thing that's a problem is okay, sorry. So I'm doing like 10 things at the same time. And I'm just gonna log onto another account so I can like get live on that, get live on my Facebook, get live everywhere, man. Because we're trying to get live on this. This is news definition, and we coming through with another edition. So yeah, so talk to us about that whole situation, because now water is a problem, and it's going to be a deeper problem the more we incorporate babizan EAI, because the one thing, and according to, I could call it sources, I could call it sources, and all that, right? But then at the end of, at the same time, it's also like what I'm also seeing and observing, right? So the water issue, especially in mid city, there's an issue there, because now that is definition. There is a discrepancy over there because of the fact that Midrand is a communication capital, right? And because Midrand is a communication capital, they use water to actually do the most, right? So yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's kind of like, but then yeah, we are still out here. We are still doing the most, and yeah, man, we are still out here doing the most. So yeah, we are about to log in as news definition as well on TikTok Live, as well as yeah, as well as every other platform that we can basically think of, because now we are the news and we are the news definition. So this is our first situation. I'm not really expecting much coming out of this particular thing, right? But we are still out here, and we're looking to actually do more than what everybody else thinks we're going to be doing, So yeah, let me know how everything is operating in your world, and how can we actually improve on our service here at News Definition. Definisi, this is the definisi of the news, homies, and we are live and direct, right? So yeah, another thing that we're going to be taking a look at is another story. I want to find a way to actually go live on the Mazanga Commission, right? Saying that we don't have access to that feature, but we are still going to be doing the most. So the next story that is on our live situation over here. So what are we going to call this show anyway? News definition live, or live news definition, or the definition of news? I have no idea. But yeah, we are still keeping it moving. And yeah, and if you don't know where we're from, we are from News Definition. Be sure to follow us across all social media platforms. We are News Definition across all social media platforms. So the next thing, right, is the fact that a Western Cape sergeant got arrested for allegedly taking a bribe to smuggle dacha in the cells. Come on, bro. Like, I wouldn't even call this news, man, because this thing happens every day, right? And if you saw the latest South African production on Netflix, you will see, or you will know, a Manza in production. And okay, so it is a monthly in production, and based on all of that, right? Monthly in is hustling. No available camera. Like, what these people actually mean? Okay, cool. Now let me just like end this motherfucking live stream, dog. I don't even know how to stop this live. Have no idea whatsoever how to stop this live, so please be patient. How do you even stop this motherfucker? Oh, end stream.